Hi guys, I had to change the camera around off of selfie mode to get my son here, Jackson, so I apologize. I shut the camera off and we lost some footage, but we're going to start over here on the drum that's the furthest to the left on Jackson's drum set here. Well, actually Jason's drum set. What is the drum that you're about to play, Jackson?
This is a snare drum.
All right, awesome. And why is it called a snare drum?
Because underneath there are a bunch of little snares.
Oh, very good. So those tiny little wires that look like something in your notebook, like maybe more miniature, those are snares. And what happens is when someone taps the drum or gives it a beat, a rhythm, those vibrate and create the sound. So it sounds different on than off, right? There's a lever. So show us what it sounds like off. So it sounds more like a tom that way, right? Mm-hmm. And then when you turn the snare drum on, has almost that metallic sound, maybe more of a military drum sound. So Jackson, can you give us a little bit of a drum cadence?
Yeah.
All right. So back in the day when little boys were recruited to play, maybe even to march in the military, they would play the drum so that the soldiers would have a good beat and they would stay in step and in line. And that's kind of where our history comes from in marching band, and why marching bands wear sort of military gear sometimes is because we're paying tribute to soldiers in a company, in a sense. When we have a drum cadence going, we're marching in time and unison together. So Jackson, how about, can you show us maybe a roll on the drum, or what's happening with your sticks? Show us your grip.
So what's happening is the stick is rebounding like this. So you can start out slow.
And that's a really good thing to practice when you are a percussionist. Mm-hmm. Very good. Okay, well, why don't you show us the rest of these drums? There's a whole bunch in front of you here. Maybe show us what they sound like. Maybe give us a riff.
Down here, this big one, this is a bass drum, like that.
Yeah, and how are you playing that bass drum?
With a pedal.
See if I can get a shot of the pedal. Wow.
Yeah.
So there's a lot going on when you're playing the drum set, or the trap set, sometimes we say.
Three toms, your high tom, medium tom, and low tom.
Awesome, awesome. And I see we have some accessories here. Can you tell me about this set over here?
These are some like higher toms.
Really nice sound. And what is that thing on your far, far left?
This is a hi-hat with a tambourine and sleigh bells on it.
I like it.
That's also worked with a pedal.
Yep, you can play it with the pedal, or you can give it some beat with your stick as well. So show us that little open thing that jazz drummers do a lot.
Well, that would be on the ride cymbal.
Yeah, show us the ride. All right, cool. Well, can you show us, just to kind of close out our lesson today, can you make up a beat for us? I know we don't have any music, but drummers can kind of improvise and do their own thing, just with drums only, and give us some sort of a semblance of what you can do on the drum set.
Okay.
guys give it up for my son Jackson. The sometimes in the business they call these the tubs, right? Or the yeah. Anyway, Jason, Mr. Barkmeier, would you like to play us something before we close out too? We probably won't hit the drums for a while.
Yeah, why not?
All right.
We'll switch spots.
All right, so this is Mr. Barkmeier. And Mr. Barkmeier, this is your drum set from when you were a little boy, right?
Yeah, I got this drum set when I was about 11 years old, and it shows its age, certainly.
It's still good though.
But I've played it for, a lot of years with different groups, from my family band when I was a little kid to now playing with Ava and Jackson and Eden and you in Little E and the Asians.
Well, that is pretty special.
Yeah. Let's see. There was a song when I was a little kid, well, when I was a younger person, I guess I'd say, in the 80s by a group called Twisted Sister, which had a real classic beat, a song about "We're not gonna take it anymore."
Yeah.
And it went like this. Let's see.
I totally remember that song. And I bet some of our parents out there remember that song too, right?
Sure. Well, you guys have fun playing your drums and keep making rhythm. Sounds great.
Absolutely. Have a great day.